Hi, my name is Matthew Fraser and I'm the Managing Director of AirPhysio Global. And let me start by saying thank you for watching. You've done the right thing. Now, information is power, and by watching this short video, you'll learn how the secret product is changing the lives of everyday people just like you, who have asthma and other respiratory conditions. The journey for me started when I was about 4 or 5 years old. I remember I was rushed to the local hospital as I was suffering from a breathing problem, and later that night, to my parents' horror, I was diagnosed with asthma. As a very active boy in BMX racing, tennis, swimming and running, I simply learned to live with my breathing condition. I remember counting down the seconds while my dad made me complete the full treatment of the nebulizer. I was desperate for it to be over so I could go play with my friends and ride around the street. Now, it didn't mean I avoided severe asthma attacks or collapsed lungs. I had my fair share of those too. Now, as a child, the worst part was seeing my parents. They were so helpless. They simply wanted their child to breathe. My sisters, thankfully, missed out on the hereditary asthma passed down from my grandfather to me. Even my grandfather suffered from emphysema and asthma, the effects of chain smoking on his Navy ship during World War II. I remember him constantly pulling out his puffer from his pocket. He tried to stay active doing the things he loved, like gardening and playing with his model trains. My grandfather and I lived a life of breathing problems, but in those days, the technology and understanding of natural ways to help breathing was relatively unknown, if not covered up. Drugs just seem to be the only answer. Now, the drug companies don't want you to know about natural alternatives, and that's understandable because they have to look after shareholders by making huge profits. Their business model is selling you drugs for years, decades, or even a lifetime. And even if you do use all these drugs, sometimes it's not even enough. It might get you breathing for a short period of time, but then you're back to the drugs again. Most people don't even know about the secret condition which reduces your lung capacity. This secret condition has been suppressed but known and untreated by doctors for hundreds of years. Did you know that medication only treats 2 of the 3 conditions of asthma? And these include inflammation of the airways and bronchoconstriction. The third condition is mucus dysfunction and cannot be treated through medication and can cause a loss of lung function by as much as 25 mils per year, or the equivalent of 1 whole shot glass. It could be worse for other conditions like COPD and bronchiectasis, as much as 64 milliliters per year. And this is the reason why your breathing gets worse as you grow older, without a means of removing the mucus. Now, for many sufferers, it can feel like a gorilla giving you a hug, making it harder to breathe. What's the solution? AirPhysio. Now, AirPhysio is an all-natural, drug-free device that helps remove excess mucus and expand your lungs. It's not made in China. It's made to the highest international medical standards right here in Australia, the land that brought you the movie Crocodile Dundee and actors Hugh Jackman and Nicole Kidman. Not only do customers find it life-changing, but AirPhysio has won international awards. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to helping you live a better life through better breathing.